enjoying these weekly reports, please do subscribe to receive regular stock market content, and any questions, please pop them in the box below. Also, just like to invite you to watch the next video on our channel, just introducing our new trading app, a must-have for anyone looking at the markets at real time. So what's been going on this week? Well, equity indices on both sides of the Atlantic are set to end the week relatively flat, with the exception of the Nasdaq, which is on track to lose over 1.5% across the week. European indices are proving to be resilient, even as a third wave of COVID has hit the continent. But we've seen France, Germany, Italy and the Netherlands all extending lockdown again as cases rise. And at the same time, this is going hand in hand with the chaotic and problematic vaccine distribution over in Europe as well. So it means that any economic recovery could be pushed back there. Still, after all is said and done, the DAX is expected to end the week around 0.8% higher. Euro Stoxx 50 is going to post a very mild gain of 0.3%. FTSE set to end the week flat. A flat end to a turbulent week here in the UK. However, over in the US, the outlook has been brighter. The US Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and the US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen gave quite an upbeat assessment of the US economic outlook when they testified before Congress this week. The Q4 GDP was upwardly revised to 4.3% annually, and initial jobless claims dropped to their lowest level since the start of the pandemic. So the Dow and the S&P 500 are set to end the week marginally higher, 0.3%. Other key occurrences this week is what's been going on in the Suez Canal. Container vessel becoming wedged, resulting in the suspension of traffic along one of the most important trade routes in the world. So far, risk sentiment hasn't been hit by the incident, and the impact is only really showing itself in the oil markets so far. Over in the foreign exchange markets, we have seen the US dollar outperform this week, boosted by a combination of safe haven inflows as COVID cases rise again in Europe, and on the optimism of surrounding the US economy and its recovery. So the US dollar index actually trades at around a 4-month high. Euro against the dollar set to lose around 1% this week, slipping below the 1.18 and hitting a multi-month low. Pound against the dollar also lost around 1% across the week as the US dollar shows its strength and the weaker inflation numbers. Commodities markets, well, there's been some big swings in the oil. Again, just going back to the chap who seems to be struggling to get his container ship down the canal. So oil has experienced some big swings this week, moving 6% on 2 consecutive days. And this volatility is really continuing as we head to the weekend. Oil traders are tussling between the concerns over the demand outlook, the rising COVID cases in Europe, and other key developing markets such as India and Brazil. And then you've got this weighing off against the blockage in the Suez Canal, which is a key passage for oil. So across the week, we've seen crude, West Texas Intermediary crude oil, looking at a decline of around 2%. Its third straight week of losses. Gold losing ground as well, lost ground across the week despite the risk-off sentiment that we've seen, the strength in the US dollar, and the Federal Reserve's Powell's insistence that any rise in inflation will be temporary has done little to boost the inflation hedge, which gold usually is. So gold set to be down 0.9% across the week. Across the month, it trades just 0.2% lower. So looking at the stocks, a lot of movement in the travel and tourism stocks and airlines. Pretty rough ride this week after the UK government announced a £5,000 fine for illegal holidays, and as the COVID restrictions in Europe tightened again, throwing into doubt whether the peak summer holiday period will take off this year. So British Airways down, or their owner, IAG should I say, trades down it's down 6% on the week. TUI Travel down 9% on the week. Cineworld has been another big mover, down 15% across the week after swinging into a $3 billion loss as the COVID restrictions took their toll. You can then flip that to the other side of the market and we'll look at Kingfisher, who reported some great figures. Upbeat results this week. The pandemic has fueled a bit of a boom in DIY in the UK, and obviously Kingfisher owning B&Q, as well as other DIY outlets across Europe. So they're up almost 3% higher this week and 21% across the month. So thank you very much for watching. As I mentioned at the start, please check the video for the new Atlantic trading app coming out. It will give you everything you need to know about live trades in the market, technical fundamental backdrops, target prices, dividend data, what's going on in the week ahead. I think essential companion for anyone looking at the market seriously. Have a great weekend and thank you very much.